Hello guys, welcome back to yet another video. It's been a while since I've recorded the POV video, but today the weather was finally a bit more decent. You can clearly see around me. It's really muddy and it's been raining the past few weeks, basically almost every day. Today it's the last day of 2021, but I want to take benefit of the weather conditions and record a few videos in advance right now. It's 15 degrees, so that's not really winter. Today's POV video I'm going to use my Motorola Edge 20 to snap some beautiful photos to end the year. Consider this as a warm-up video for 2022. Also guys, let me know in the comments down below what type of content you want to see more this year, so I can take that into account and adjust my content to that. But I have some exciting plans for the year as well. First of all, I wanted to snap some photos here with these alpacas and small sheep, but they're quite far in the distance. I might try to attract them. Three hours later. Oh no, now they're coming all. So if you ever want a nice model, the one thing you need to keep in mind is the fact that these wires I'm going to walk a bit more this way. But the alpacas don't seem to like me, but the goats are fine too. These are all shots taken in automatic mode with the 3x optical zoom, which is really hard to do, it seems, with these animals. You try to walk away. I'm going to use, yeah, this might be a really cool composition. If I can draw one's attention, maybe the alpaca. Ooh. Now the key is to always go to the same level of the animal and try to focus on the animal's eyes, basically, so it's sharper in their eyes, but it's not easy at all. Just like I always explain, try to work with layers, and this tall grass here is perfect for that. Okay. Also for animal photography, whenever there's a wire or a fence, try to snap photos without the wire. That way it looks like the animal is free and not in captivity. Yeah, obviously that's not easy at all. Now, one disadvantage of going out during winter, whenever there's no snow at all, is just the fact that everything is dirty. Dirty in the sense that it's muddy. Look over here. It's muddy all over the place. You have rotten leaves everywhere, water if it's been raining. Not many flowers, not many leaves on the trees, no mushrooms. One benefit is the beautiful light conditions that you get whenever you go out during sunset or sunrise. Now, I've had a week off in a different place called Winterberg in Germany, I didn't record any vlogs or POV videos over there, but I did take a bunch of beautiful photos. I might create a different video about that, just showcasing you some of the photos I created and edited. Let me know in the comments down below whether you want to see that or not. Okay, I'm going to continue my walk because I just want to go to a few more locations if I am able to go there at least, because with these high levels of water everywhere it might be quite difficult. I mean, look at my shoes. They are basically soaked because yesterday I went out for a quite large walk, and at that certain time, at a certain point, we had to cross a little creek that flooded the entire path. And there was this large rotten tree that was fallen onto the path basically, and we it was the only way of support. We had to cross the creek, and my dad was crossing the creek first, and he basically destroyed half of the tree trunk already. By the time I had to cross it, I was submerged with my legs into the water, like almost to my knees. Crazy. And unfortunately I didn't bring my GoPro or anything, so I don't have any footage of that. But you have to believe me, my shoes are still wet. But anyway, sometimes walking close by your house is adventurous as well. Okay, and now going to skip forward a bit more. But you can already hear it. The grass is so wet. Anyway, going to keep walking a little bit. Actually, no. I'm going to use one of these. These ferns are really nice to photograph, even during winter. And I just need to look for a beautiful composition. A beautiful composition, because I want to create some moody photos for the winter this year. It's been a hectic year, and I wanted to spice up my feed a little bit with some different types of edits, so I'm going to try that with some moody ones. Okay, I'm not switching to macro for this. I'm letting the Motorola Edge do everything automatically. Now, one piece of advice, and I might create a separate video for that, is whenever you're starting out with photography and you want to start learning to shoot in manual mode, might be a good idea to start playing around with the automatic mode first. So for instance, you see a beautiful composition, you focus on the composition, snap the photo in automatic mode, and then you try to mimic the same photo you took by using full manual settings. And that way you will basically start out by learning the camera basics. Oh, crap. So slippery over here. But I know why I chose this spot over the other one, because the other one tends to flood over every single time. And with the rain from the past few days, even weeks, I cannot imagine the pot isn't flooded over. Hold your horses, because this is gonna be really muddy over here. And it is. Oh crap. Oh, you see this, guys? This is what I'm facing. Oh crap, wrong side. Ooh. Now, whenever you encounter places like this, there are two options. Don't cross it, or start crossing it, and don't think twice and just keep moving. Oh crap. Right, I've come here across this puddle. Well, puddle, I don't know whether this is a natural puddle. I love how okay, you won't be able to see that, but I will show it on screen. I love the reflection and the green color of the water. Now again, basically you should expose for the highlights, which is the sky right there. Now, and while I was walking here, I just stumbled up in this dung. Okay, not the most interesting thing, but I wanted to show you something that has to do with it. I'm no expert about animals, but this is something interesting I want to show you and talk about. You see all these branches of this tree, and over there at that tree, and there's a bit further more evidence. Now normally this is a grazing area for cows, and it still is, but if I'm right, yeah, right here you can clearly see it. Yeah, this is not natural. And right here as well. Now think about it. What height and what type of animal would be that large? I'm gonna leave you a few seconds to think about it while I continue walking. In 3, 2, 1. Well guys, those are basically signs of deer. Deer walking around here, and the dung and the footsteps in the mud prove that I'm right. And basically what they do is they put signs, well, signs on the trees to mark their territory, but that's not the main reason why they cut off the bark. They first of all eat it for the types of mosses and fungi that are growing on trees, but also to scratch off some of the skin of their, yeah, I don't know how they call it in English, their gewei in Dutch. But basically, yeah, the little ones start to grow a new one that starts to itch, and around October they start to lose theirs, and it itches as well, and that's why they scratch it, and that's how you can see that there's deer living close by. If I'm right. If I'm not right, just let me know down in the comments below, but that's my theory at least. Okay, and speaking of contrast and flowers, there are some here. These fluffy thingies are perfect. I'm going to think of composition and focus. I'm gonna put it in macro for the shot. The reason why I don't like using macro with this smartphone is because in automatic mode or just in a normal mode, it creates this field of depth in the photos and you get some blur. Okay, it's artificial, but I love that way over the macro function alone. The golden ratio is something it's not easy to focus. Okay, so the flower is starting here. It's not easy with the wind playing. I'm gonna wait a little bit and keep it with my finger. Okay, just snap a photo. So basically what I wanted to do is start here. This part is leaving the photo, of entering the photo from the right corner below, and this is curling all the way along the golden ratio basically. So it's guiding the viewer towards the center of the frame, which is perfect for snapping photos. You can clearly see the weather is turning and changing fast. I really hope I don't get a rain shower for the last day of the year. They didn't predict any rain, so hopefully they will spare me for one more day. Just thinking about some other types of photography I can show you with the smartphone. Now there's one problem. Those cows are standing in my way to leave the grazing area. Now the rule is to keep a distance of 20 meters. So this is not gonna be easy. How am I gonna distract those cows? They all have horns, so that doesn't help much either. So I'm going to snap a photo first, right here. I love the yellow contrast of these mosses. Well, basically these are a type of fungi. And the cows are standing in front of the gate. And again, just watch me try to look for nice composition. And this one is a really nice one. So we have depth because we have a foreground element and background element, and the branch is leaving the frame or entering the frame from the left corner. Okay, these cows are standing and watching me as if I'm gonna attack them every single moment. Okay, I'm trying to go a bit closer. I need that gate. Now, one piece of advice: never cross them when they're facing you from their back, because that way they might be able to attack you. Okay, I'm gonna try to create a photo. Oh, I love the framing. How am I gonna do that? Gonna be challenging. If I can walk through here, I might be able to cross them at a safe distance. Oh, no. Oh, it's full of dung here as well. Funny how the cows then we will make a shot or two from these cows. They are slowly moving, at least some of them. And they won't harm me, but I'm slowly approaching. This one is really close. Okay, he got past them. Now this one is watching closely. Looks a bit bigger than the other ones. It's a good one. They're kind. Okay. Now this gate, oh, it's massive. And that's the reason why there are gates. To avoid people keeping them open so the cows can escape. Okay, I guess one more location to end this video. I stumble up in this little tree here. Now this isn't a pond, this is just the regular pot. But this is a really simple composition, but I really love it. Now there's a lot of wind. You know what that means whenever you want to shoot the reflections. I already made a few videos about that. But shooting reflections on a windy day is really hard because you get these ripples on the water surface. So try to go out after the rain, or maybe, yeah, no, not during the rain, because during the rain your gear will get wet. But the biggest issue is that you will get ripples of the falling water droplets on the water surface. So yeah, go out right before the rain or right after the rain. That's the best time to get the best reflections. And if you can combine it with a sunset or a sunrise, you get a golden touch, and that's perfect for your photos. I'm going to move to one last location before I end this video. Alright, my battery is almost dead, and I'm going to snap some final photos here. I love the overcast weather for snapping photos, at least. Not the most interesting landscapes. I might give it a try, just like in my previous video, or at least one of my previous videos, to just show you how you can turn a normal, well, summer isn't, it's not summer, but a normal photo into a winter landscape. It's really not that hard, at least not using neural filters. I know I can do better using just the brush tools in Photoshop, painting in snow manually. You can spend hours on that, but why not use a bit of artificial intelligence to obtain a similar result? Okay, it's not exactly the same, I have to admit that. You won't be able to mimic it completely. Maybe just one last reflection shot. I'm not gonna cross this spot. It's just way too muddy. And just one last for the gram. Alright. And with that being said, guys, this marks the end of this POV video. It's a little video with a few photos, mainly animal shots and a few landscape shots. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please let me know down in the comments below. Hit that like button. And then the only thing that rests me to say is that you don't need to be great to start, but start to become great. See you in the next video. Bye!